Okay, I'm with the recent release of the Narnia film, Prince Caspian, and the fact that tonight I've been watching Return of the King, Lord of the Rings #3 on YouTube. You can get the whole film on YouTube, brilliant. The extended version too. It's kind of memories of a conversation I had in a Christian bookshop a few years back. I think it's all around the time the Potter book came out that they were going to film Lord of the Rings, and this lady said, she'd heard that some Christians were advising people not to read C.S. Lewis books, especially the Narnia, Chronicles of Narnia, because they dealt in the fantasy world. And they were also saying that Lord of the Rings also had that. And of course, with the Potter books coming out and the Potter film coming up, a lot of people have been asking, why is it so many Christians have been offended and are very worried about the interest in paganism and witchcraft and the occult because of the Potter books, and especially they're concerned about the huge number of children who are interested. So I know a lot of people have got really uptight, just like people did over the Teletubbies and the level of English. They felt it was going to make all children be illiterate and not speak properly if they watched Teletubbies too much. So I might be saying that was right. I just want to give my opinion, because God told us that He didn't give us a spirit of fear, but He gave us a spirit of power and of sound mind, and that's how we should be approaching these issues, with the acknowledgement that we have the power, and we can deal with these issues hopefully quite calmly, because we do have sound mind and the reassurance of the Gospels, of the hope that Jesus Christ gives us. Now, it's obvious that J.K. Rowling has researched her material extremely well, from one writer to another. Okay, I admit I am a bit envious of you, J.K. Rowling. If you happen to watch this video on YouTube, I'm envious because firstly you've made a hell of a lot of money, but most importantly, you've had the time to write, and your family and your commitment and so on has given you time to write. You are so lucky, J.K. Rowling. You really are. I'm very envious of that. But Ms. Rowling has researched the subject very well. It's known that she did actually go to witches' covens, find the internet, etc. She's done a lot of research on witchcraft and sorcery, etc., in order to make her books very convincing and very accurate. I haven't yet seen any evidence to say that she's actually become a witch or anything like that. And I think Christians are actually to go around, or people professing to be Christians, to go around saying J.K. Rowling is a witch. I mean, okay, you produce the evidence, you put up or shut up. Okay, let's deal with the facts here. A lot of witchcraft websites, etc., are saying that in spite of the interest with children, very few children are contacting them as regards to Potter books. It's more adults are saying, I've been reading the Harry Potter books and I really want to know more about witchcraft and Wicca, etc., etc. So it's more adults who fall into the temptation by it, more than the children are at the moment. But should we be comparing these books to the stories of the Chronicles of Narnia and Lord of the Rings, and saying that they're all satanic? I think if you're going to look at it from and have a sound mind, have confidence, apart from the fact that the Narnia books are very clearly based on the Gospels, lots and lots of imagery, drawn from the Gospels themselves in those stories. You do have to take into account that even with Lord of the Rings, which was penned by J.R.R. Tolkien, who professed to be a Christian and was a friend of C.S. Lewis. There is a definite good and a definite evil, and the definite good always wins, but it always acknowledges the struggle that's involved. With the Potter stories, it's amoral at best. Even the good guys can do bad things in order to get rewards, and the bad guys can be themselves and still get rewards. So slightly different perspective involved. So I don't think you can put them together on that and say they're both off the wall and shouldn't be listened to. But if ever you get to the point that you are distressed as a Christian by what you see on TV, what you read in the book, what you hear on the radio, put the book down. But I beg you, don't get caught up in the hype. Don't start going around saying, oh, Lord of the Rings Titanic, or anyone who reads the Harry Potter books or sees the movie is going to go to hell, because that's just gonna put people off. That's not gonna promote the gospel in any way. So be clear, be sober-minded on these issues. It's so much easier to actually, so much better for the people of our community, for us to actually deal with real issues rather than saying things like, oh, okay, crime has gone up 50%, but you've been selling Harry Potter books in the local bookshop and that is why. You can start coming up with crazy things like that. People are just going to walk away. So be confident in the strength of the Lord, be sober-minded, and well, this is my opinion on the Potter Lord of the Rings issue.